Ethan Klocke is with us on the post game now, and he had a big night tonight offensively and on a lot of tackles defensively as well. We'll get the first big question out of our way out of the gates here. How many live post game interviews have you had to do for football so far?
It's my fourth one tonight, so that's quite a few, I guess.
So hopefully you got your answers down pat then. What were some of the things that allowed you to have such a big night offensively?
Definitely the line, big credit to them. They definitely with less time and new guys up the line, it was tough to get that figured out, but they came through and they blocked great. Skylar and Gavin threw great balls in the backfield, and wide receivers ran hard routes, and that was big, and they picked up blocks downfield when we made plays.
But your first touchdown of the night was one of the really big turning points in the game because it came on a 4th and 8. You caught a 41-yard pass for a touchdown. If you guys don't convert there, they get the ball back with great field position to try and get the lead. But how big of a play was that from your perspective?
Yeah, it felt big. I saw the seam, and that they were in a cover zone, I guess. And I saw the seam, and Skylar saw it too, and he looked right at me when we made the connection. And then I was running down. I just had to make one guy miss, and Jackson picked up the other guy. So definitely credit to Jackson on the block there, and good pass by Skylar to make that play happen. Big turning point.
As far as your defensive effort, East Mills did get a lot of yards through the air tonight, but not nearly as many in the second half, and not nearly as many points in the second half as they did the first. So what was the change in the approach there throughout the game?
I think just we had to figure out ourselves, especially with having a week 0 game, not having much time. We had to figure out what we were going to do and playing with each other, kind of learning what we all think and thinking cohesively. And that was definitely a big thing to figure out defensively, to try and slow their offense down and then eventually slow them down enough to pull away with it and win the game.
What were some of your expectations for yourself as far as your role this season, going from your sophomore to your junior year? From an individual standpoint, what were some of the things you were looking to accomplish?
I think I had a decent season last year, but I'm definitely have to step it up big this year and make more plays and just become more of a leader as myself. I got to pull guys with me instead of just turning this side and thinking about what I need to do. Just help guys along and then make plays and then just become a better football player. Think it, watch more film, and just develop myself as a sports player.
So last year you definitely caught the ball more than you ran the ball, but it looks like this year you're going to get a chance to do both. Is there a certain position you're a little bit more comfortable with? How do you kind of, growing up, where have you been playing the most?
Yeah, I liked wingback last year and slot. Those were two positions I enjoyed. Going up wingback, blocked a little bit more, but there was definitely some routes that were always open there. But in the backfield now, it's fun working with Skylar, figuring out and reads and stuff like that, and breaking out big plays because that's where definitely with our offense we have a big run game. And then when I move up to slot, I love playing slot. There's a lot of routes that you can run in the zone and beat guys one-on-one that it's fun doing.
When did you guys find out you were going to play week 0? And is that tough to get ready that early, or as a player is it kind of like, all right, let's go, let's just get it started?
Yeah, we didn't figure out too early before the season. We kind of figured out about a week or 2 weeks before we were going to have camp. And Burks, we were at Lifton the one morning. He's like, oh, we're probably going to have a week 0 game, so prepare for that. And he called it out, and we knew we were going to have to get going early and fast because without camp, less time, we were going to have to figure out ourselves quicker than usual, especially with a lot of linemen coming in, which is a big part of a football team. And that was definitely tougher than usual, but we definitely pulled through tonight, as you can see, and it's coming together very well.
So is that, now that you've gotten here and accomplished and got the win in week 0, how much is that going to help set you apart from some of the other teams that haven't played yet, that you have this experience under your belt?
Yeah, I definitely see that as a big positive coming out this big 1-0 win. It's going to help further down the future with the record, obviously, but definitely seeing the field before somebody else, and maybe if someone has younger kids on the field, they haven't had that experience yet, and that's definitely big to have everybody see the field and get used to playing with each other, to come out and get that early in a game, which is going to be a big benefit versus Remsen, because they're going to be a tough team, and we're going to have to play good early to beat them. All
right, I love interviewing twins because they're competitive, feisty, no matter, everybody. So are you going to give your brother a hard time? Maybe you had a bigger game than he did, or what's the dynamic like between you two, and how do you guys make each other better as athletes?
Yeah, we usually argue, try and compete versus each other. Who's going to be better? Who's going to have obviously you don't want to think too much about the stats, but when you're sitting down with your brother at home, you kind of mess around with that a little bit, looking at that. But it's definitely fun. It may definitely push each other to be way better athletes. It's definitely converted working each other from 4th grade Warrior football in Audubon to working alongside them the entire time. We're always looking at each other, checking on each other, checking if we're doing each other's job, and if we're not doing it, we get on each other. Maybe sometimes a little too hard, I guess, but yeah.
All right. Well, you've passed your 4th and final interview. Did you save your best for last?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
All right. Thank goodness you're off the hook. Thanks for all your time.
Thank you.